כן, אין ספק שזה יום חגו של בנימין נתניהו. המתין הרבה זמן, אם לא שנים, לפרעון האסימון הזה.
תודה רבה. Thank you.
מה עברתי מצטרף אליו?
Thank you very much. תודה רבה. Dear friends, dearest of friends, beginning with the distinguished delegation from the American administration of Donald Trump. I'll talk about you in a minute, the delegation. Dear senators and members of Congress, no greater supporters of Israel on the face of the earth. Well, John Hagee, you're a representative as well. Distinguished ambassadors, that includes Ambassador Friedman, the ambassador of the United States to the State of Israel, and his wife Tammy, and Ambassador Ron Dermer, Israel's ambassador to the United States.
שגריר פרידמן, אמריקאי שמתחילת הכהונה דחה להכרה אמריקאי, מימוש ההכרה האמריקאית בישראל.
אפילו היוזם של כל המעבר הזה.
אנחנו שמחים לקבל את כולכם, אורחים יקרים, dear friends from Israel, from the United States, from around the world. This is a momentous time. President Trump is making history. We are deeply grateful, and our people will be eternally grateful for his bold decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital and to move the embassy there tomorrow. Now, you are in the foreign ministry. I'm the foreign minister. And you're coming at a time when Israel is a rising power in the world, you know, in cyber, in IT, in water, in judo, in singing. You know what we say, those who didn't want Jerusalem in the Eurovision are going to get the Eurovision in Jerusalem. Next year in Jerusalem. I got to say that in Hebrew. מי שלא רצה את ירושלים באירוויזיון, יקבל את האירוויזיון בירושלים. בשנה הבאה, כאן בירושלים. Well, that's next year. But tomorrow will be our historic day for our people and for our state. President Trump's decision to move the embassy to Jerusalem affirms a great and simple truth. Jerusalem has been the capital of the Jewish people for the past 3,000 years. It's been the capital of our state for the past 70 years. It will remain our capital for all time. Thank you, President Trump, for your bold decision. Thank you for making the alliance between Israel and the United States stronger than ever. Now, you know how you recognize real leadership? It's when others follow. And others are following in President Trump's footsteps. I thank Guatemala's foreign minister, who is here, Sandra Jovel, who has joined us today. We will open your embassy 2 days from tomorrow. Thank you. I thank the president of Paraguay and the incoming president of Paraguay, because they'll open their embassy a few days after that. And other nations are in the process of doing exactly that. That's a state secret. And we don't reveal our state secrets. Sometimes we reveal other state secrets. We'll let you know as time comes. I call on all countries to join the U.S. in moving their embassies to Jerusalem. Move your embassies to Jerusalem because it's the right thing to do. And move your embassies to Jerusalem, listen to this, Move your embassies to Jerusalem because it advances peace. And that's because you can't base peace on a foundation of lies. You base peace on the foundations of truth. And the truth is that not only has Jerusalem been the capital of the Jewish people for millennia and the capital of our state from its inception, the truth is that under any peace agreement you could possibly imagine, Jerusalem will remain Israel's capital. It took President Trump, to enunciate this simple, basic truth. And once enunciated, that truth will propagate. So I expect, you can call me, all the ambassadors who are here afterwards, you can whisper in my ear, we'll fix it, but it'll happen. And to achieve peace, we have to do one other thing. We must confront the enemies of peace. And I thank President Trump for his decision to confront Iran rather than to appease it. Pulling out of the nuclear deal means that the world's greatest sponsor of terrorism, is no longer on a glide path to attaining an arsenal of nuclear weapons. This is good for Israel. This is good for the region. It's good for the world. Now I have something to say to part of the world. With all due respect to those sitting in European capitals, we here in the capitals of the Middle East, in Jerusalem, in Riyadh, and elsewhere, we've seen the disastrous consequences of the Iran deal. And so, when President Trump decides to pull out of this deal, to walk away from it, we know that when he walks away from a bad deal, he's doing a good thing for our region, for the United States, and for the world. And this is what I've just discussed with the American delegation. I welcome Deputy Secretary Sullivan, Secretary Mnuchin, Jason Greenblatt, Ambassador David Friedman, who I mentioned before, and of course, a special welcome to Jared Kushner and his wife Ivanka. I've known Jared for 105 years. And there's a special bond between our families. But I think the fact that you and Ivanka are here is a special personal testament, but also a national and international statement. It is one that touches our hearts, and we are all delighted by your presence at any time, at any day, but especially on this day. Thank you. We value all of your friendships, all of you for coming here on this historic occasion. Thank you for standing up with Israel. Thank you for standing up for the truth. Thank you for standing up for Jerusalem. Thank you for coming here from all over the world. We are celebrating a momentous day. Happy birthday, Jerusalem. Thank you all. Thank you all.
אוקיי, זה היה נאום ראש הממשלה, קבלת הפנים, בשבתו כשר חוץ גם, במשרד החוץ בירושלים, לרגל חנוכת השגרירות האמריקאית מחר. נתניהו בהחלט נראה כאילו תקופה טובה.